Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And here's Lewis. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tunyon, 27 yards. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. join you in just a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 64 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run on first down. Akers fights through, and now a crease. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, 54 yards. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers, man open, here is Jones. The 30, 10,
you gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Into the secondary past the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before the break. Stafford. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive in the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
6. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 28 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. It's a run with Akers. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. On the return, Shandon Sullivan. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This will be fielded at the 17. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. On 1st down, Stafford here. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
51 the mic, boys. 51. Inside. That's a run. They're running it. Right here, guys. Fight 51.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. A check down here to Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And finally taken down at the 34.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. From the 41, Stafford. Now he'll escape to his right.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Stafford on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. Here's Stafford. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Stafford now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker.